The place where I'm standing used to be a 5-story building, which is now completely destroyed. 2 children were trapped inside the building, and it took 4 hours for the villagers to rescue them. We have never imagined such an evil thing would happen to us. After the explosion of the earthquake, everybody started crying. We saw everything collapsing, and it felt like the whole world was going to be destroyed.
On the 25th of April 2015, an earthquake with a magnitude of 7.8 hit Nepal, taking the lives of nearly 9,000 people, leaving 22,000 injured and destroying 500,000 homes. It was the most devastating earthquake to hit the country since 1934.
This current situation is transition situation. We have to manage all systems, not only reconstruction, management of humanitarian, especially affected areas, people are in vulnerable condition.
Sanku is a small village in the Kathmandu Valley, 10 miles outside of the capital. It has a population of just over 3,000. The village has a small health post and a private hospital, which was damaged to the extent where doctors had to work outside.
I am Dr. Rajan, and there was my building. After earthquake finish, more patients are coming there. Some are very serious. We don't have ICU treatment, so we treat them as first aid. Like if they have broken leg or other things, we use plaster, some plaster cuff, and some patients they are asphyxia. They can't breathe also, so we directly first supply oxygen and other things. My wife is also doctor, 2 doctors and 17 paramedics are there. And first we have treat them, but some people are coming there like dead body also, and they are telling me, doctor, help us to make them live like this, but already dead. More than 48 dead body was there.
This is where I was trapped during the earthquake. It took me 3 hours to escape using a hammer. We were a family of 8, with each brother having his own house in the area. None of the buildings survived.
All of my furniture, tools and utensils are buried inside, and I cannot get them, as if I dig down, everything will fall again. The office could not function immediately after the first quake struck, as everybody was all over the place and didn't know what to do. We were scared ourselves and felt useless. We held an emergency meeting 2 days after the earthquake struck, and things started to come together as other countries began to help us. It was a nightmare to be a part of this massive destructive earthquake. About 250 people from the local community lived together, eating en masse, sleeping in tents and coming together as one family, helping each other through this difficult period. We reopened the school a month later and ran classes in the tents. Many rooms had been destroyed by the earthquake. We gave counselling sessions rather than focusing on subjects. Now the school is running smoothly. Only some structural damage remains, which we expect the government to help us with. It's a shame that so many organisations are not willing to coordinate with the efforts of the Nepalese government. Had they mobilised their resources through government offices, there would have been equal distribution and transparency. Working directly with the people affected can result in the same person receiving help from multiple agencies, whilst others may not get any help at all. We were able to rescue an old woman after 6 hours. We were lucky that the lady was not inside the house, as she was actually trapped in the road when the houses collapsed on top of her. After the rescue, she was immediately taken to the teaching hospital, and she's still homeless.
I remember the day I was trapped inside the house. I was about to go to the bathroom and ended up facing downwards, which I think saved my face. I was trapped for 6 hours. When I was rescued, I was then taken to the teaching hospital. I am now homeless and I have nothing to live for. It is difficult to live hand to mouth. I lost my eldest son in the earthquake. I did not talk to anyone for about 2 months after it happened. I feel like crying all the time. At the moment, I am living in someone else's garden and I have no clue about how I will be able to survive. The only people I have left are dependent on me. My grandchildren and daughter-in-law.
We had some level of preparedness to respond the earthquake, because we already knew that the Nepal is highly vulnerable to earthquake, and anytime the earthquake can hit in our country. For that purpose, we make some preparedness, like we developed our national disaster response framework, and we also developed the district disaster preparedness and response plan, and we had some pre-positioning, especially food and non-food item, but it was not enough in this intensity of disaster, because this time more than 600,000 houses were destroyed. And even if the houses were not destroyed, due to the fairness of the many aftershocks, most of people came out from their house and looking for temporary shelter, especially the tarpaulin and other facility.
Regarding the health sector, we have received the adequate support from international health community, and still we need to resume our services to make better for the coming days. Regarding the human resource, we need some special training for this disaster management, and we are expecting basically the infrastructure, because more than 1100 health facility we have to rebuild better than previous one, that we call build back better, and we are expecting this type of support.
On behalf of the government, on behalf of the Reconstruction Authority, I would like to request all sectors to help, to assist Nepal through the government agencies. That is main priority of the government. So now line ministries, especially line agencies, are trying to rebuild their sectors, like cultural sectors, social sectors, educational sectors, health sectors, which are basic need areas. So government is rebuilding in these sectors. This will be continue in coming future also.